Texas lawmakers today holding their first public hearing into last summer's catastrophic 4th of July floods, a disaster that killed more than 100 people across the hill country, including 27 girls at Camp Mystic. Investigative reporter Brian New has been following today's testimony as lawmakers say their goal is to identify what went wrong and what could have been done better. Brian is joining us live now with more. Brian.
Yeah, Ken, the tone of this hearing was set right out of the gate. Committee Chairman Senator Pete Flores opened this hearing saying this tragedy could have been prevented and that lawmakers have the responsibility to make sure it never happens again. The first witness was Casey Garrett, the state's lead investigator assigned to focus on Camp Mystic. She told lawmakers that despite major flood events at the camp dating back to 1932, there was what she called a complacent flood culture. Garrett outlined a long list of safety shortcomings, from cabins without cell phones or radios to fewer counselors in recent years assigned per cabin to no formal evacuation plan. She says counselors told her there were no emergency trainings or drills.
There was just not a single person that said they were given any information about it. And you look at what we do in schools and have been doing for years with tornado drills and fire drills and active shooter drills. I mean, that's just unthinkable that these girls would have no training.
Then came the most difficult part of the testimony. Garrett walked lawmakers through a minute-by-minute, cabin-by-cabin timeline, describing what she called frantic and haphazard attempts to evacuate campers as floodwaters rose. She showed photographs and told the stories of all 27 girls who were killed, including the story of 10-year-old Greta Toronzo, who, during a frantic evacuation to higher ground, briefly turned back to grab a sheet from her cabin.
Unfortunately, that is when little Greta Toronzo decided that she needed to backtrack to get her sheet. And as she backtracked, she got away from the group, and one of the little campers told me, I saw her, and then I didn't.
Garrett also told lawmakers about girls who survived. Some of them swept miles down the river, later telling their parents they truly believed they were going to die. What you're about to hear is audio from two of those survivors describing to investigators how they were pulled into the floodwaters.
But then we all fell out of the window and the water started rushing and it ran this way. And I went underwater and almost drowned and I thought I was going to die, but then I came
Because then I couldn't breathe. I just kept going up in the water, but I wasn't breathing because I literally couldn't.
My legs are so sore.
So this afternoon, when lawmakers had a chance to ask questions of state investigators, the point that came up time and again is that there were multiple opportunities, Ken, to get these campers to higher ground, but because of a lack of protocols, those opportunities were missed. Ken, this hearing continues tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be another devastating hearing, a lot of heartbreaking testimony that we're in for.